Inventory. Now we're on to something totally different. What is inventory? Inventory is the cost or the items that we sell. You've probably worked in a store or been in a store, and when they sell something, they have to cost out that inventory. So it's sort of like supplies. They buy it first, and then later on they sell it. Now in the companies that we're going to be doing in this class, we're only buying and selling inventory. We're not making any, like we do in another class called managerial accounting. But in this class, we're just purchasing them, holding them, and then selling them. So the problem becomes, what do we cost them out as? Well, if the price of inventory always stays the same, like we buy a pencil for a penny, and we keep it, and it always costs a penny to buy a pencil. So we buy pencil after pencil, and they're always a penny. Then every time we sell a pencil, we cost out that pencil a penny. But that's not the real world, is it? Prices go up and down, and sometimes we can't tell what we've sold. So pencils are that kind of item that we would have to determine which ones did we sell, how can we tell what to cost them out at. So I have a little example that I'm going to do in a minute to show you the different types of inventory. But first, let's talk about the inventory equation and what goes into inventory. So if you think about the T account for inventory, where is it? It's an asset. So it has a debit balance. So some things increase it and some things decrease it. What would increase inventory? Buying something, so purchases. And what would decrease inventory? Selling it, right. So if we have an equation for an inventory, then we're looking at a T account, and let you look at this T account. Inventory is the T account. The beginning balance is what we had already. We buy some new things, we sell some things, and we call that cost of goods sold, because it's the cost of things that we sell. And we end up with an ending balance. That seems pretty simple if we just are selling that one pencil that always costs a penny. But the problem changes as prices change. So the equation, you can see that equation I've written in red. Beginning inventory, I'm not doing a very good job with my easel, plus purchases minus cost of goods sold is equal to ending inventory, or beginning inventory plus purchases minus ending inventory is equal to cost of goods sold. Those are the same equation, aren't they? One of them comes at it from this way, backing into there. That's called the periodic inventory method. And the other can calculate as it goes along, beginning inventory plus purchases minus cost of goods sold is the ending inventory. Either way, they get to the same answer in our problem. In the real world, they don't always calculate the same answer. But the equation I wanted to point out again, beginning inventory plus purchases, we call that cost of goods available for sale. So these two things right here, the beginning balance plus new inventory, is the amount of goods and the number of items that we have that we're ready to sell. So that's critical. Let's remember cost of goods available for sale. COGAS is what I call it in class. And we're going to take that and do something with it to determine how to count the inventory. Hopefully that makes sense so far. So we're going to use 4 methods that we're going to talk about when we calculate these. First of all, before I do that, let me talk about what is the cost of purchases. So what does it take to put inventory into place? Well, the cost of the item, so that penny for the pencil is not what we pay. Then if we had to pay any kind of shipping to get the pencil here, that will be the cost of purchases as well. Then if we have to return some, that will go away from purchases. So that will reduce the purchases. And remember the sales discounts we had in the other chapter? If we get a discount for paying early, that will reduce the cost of purchases too. So the cost of purchases is all that. The cost of the item, the freight in, the amount that it takes to get in, less any returns or any discounts. Got that? If so, we'll go to the next video.